Today we're going to talk about inequalities and multiplication. The big idea is multiplying each side of an inequality by a positive number keeps the direction of the inequality. Multiplying each side by a negative number reverses the direction of the inequality. That's very important to remember, okay? And I want you to write this down in your notes. If you multiply or divide by a negative number, you must flip the inequality sign. Inequality signs are less than or greater than or less than or equal to or greater than or equal to, you should remember. Okay? Looking at inequalities, here's what happens when you have exactly one solution on the number line. It says x equals 3. If x equals 3, or if 3 can be the only solution to our problems, then what you have is a single dot right at 3. That is the only thing that can happen. Okay? 3 is our only answer. So you get a dot, a closed-in dot, right at 3. Infinitely many solutions. Okay? X is greater than 3. If x is greater than 3, what you have is an open circle because it is not included. 3, in this case, is not included. It's not one of our solutions. 3.1 is a solution, but 3 is not. 3.1 is a solution, but 3 is not. Any other number past here or that is greater than 3 is a solution. So 4, 5, 1,000, all those are solutions. In this case, 3 is not a solution, nor is a negative 1. That is not a solution as well. Infinite many solutions with a closed circle. Okay? Closed circle means 3 is included. So, anything from 3 and higher is a solution. Anything from 3 or higher is a solution. So let's take a look at this one down below here. Okay? They want all values that are less than 32. They want all values that are less than 32. Less than because it goes to the left. Okay? How do we write that? Well, we write that as x is less than, and then my number, which is the point of emphasis, 32. Now, is this open or closed? Well, this circle is open, therefore we don't have an equal sign here. We only have an equal sign if this circle is closed. Okay? Open circle, greater than or less than. Closed circle, greater than or equal to, less than or equal to. Okay? Make sure you note that. We can also have double inequalities, which means our x value could have a lower boundary and an upper boundary. So we start with our x, okay? Our x needs to be greater than a negative 86, okay? Our x value needs to be greater than a negative 86. So what I always do is I write the left boundary line here, and I write the upper boundary line to my right. Okay? Keep everything nice and neat. Lower boundary, upper boundary. Now this says I want all values that are greater than a negative 86. So if I want to say x is greater than a negative 86, my open alligator mouth has to go towards my x because I have to read it that way. X is greater than a negative 86. Or it says a negative 86 is less than x. Yes, a negative 86 is our lower boundary, so it has to be less than x. Okay? This has to say, this is my upper boundary, so we want numbers that are all less than 6,194. So my number, whatever x is going to be, has to be less than 6,194. Now, let's see if this works. Okay? Well, let's go ahead and do our equals to and not equal to or not. Okay? Since both of these are closed, they are equal to. Okay? Boom, boom, just like that. So let's check out a number and see if it works. One of these numbers is one of my solutions, so let's see. If I put 2,000 in for x, is 2,000 greater than a negative 86? Yes, that works. Is 2,000 less than 6,194? Yes, that works. So, I did my inequality correctly. Let's look at example 1. Solve a negative 7x is greater than or equal to 126. Now, all you have to do is treat your inequality sign just like your equal sign. Okay? Whatever you do on the left side, you have to do on the right side and vice versa. So, we're solving for x. The inverse of multiplying by a negative 7 is dividing by a negative 7. Whatever I do to one side, I have to do to the other. Now, what you need to remember is what I did clear back on the first screen. If you multiply or divide by a negative number, you must flip the inequality sign. Did I divide by a negative number? Yes. So this inequality sign, which is greater than or equal to, now turns into less than or equal to. And that's the biggest thing when dealing with these inequalities. Those divide out, leaves me with x. Okay. 126 divided by a negative 7. A positive divided by a negative is a negative. And 126 divided by 7 is 18. Okay? I can graph these. How Mr. Johnson graphs these. He calls it his point of interest. My point of interest is this number. So I plot a negative 18. Open or close circle. Well, it's closed because of the equal sign. And this says, you read from the x. I want all numbers that are less than a negative 18. Well, all numbers less than a negative 18 are to my left. Okay? Simple enough. It says check. If I put in 9, or maybe I should pick a number that is less than a negative 18. How about a negative 24? Is a negative 24 less than or equal to a negative 18? Yes, that works. Okay. How about if I did put in 9? Is 9 less than or equal to a negative 18? Well, no, 9's clear out over here to the right. So 9 does not work. So that would not be a solution to this problem. Let's look at example 2. Solve 20 is greater than or equal to 4x. My x is now on the right-hand side. So I need to move everything over to the other side. The inverse of multiplying by 4, dividing by 4. Does my inequality change? My inequality does not change simply because I divided by a positive 4. So that means my inequality stays the same. 20 divided by 4 is 5. So when I graph this, my point of interest is 5. I have a closed circle. Why do I have a closed circle? Because I have an equals to. Always read from the x, people. I can't say this enough. Always read from the x, or the variable. X is less than or equal to 5. Where's less than? Less than is to the left. Okay? Let's check out a solution and see if it works. How about 6? Is 6 less than 5? No. That is not a solution. Is a negative 2 less than 5? Well, I would rather have $5 over a negative $2, so yes, that works. Negative 2 is a solution. What this is saying is 5 and any number below it is a solution. That's all I have for you today. Please enjoy. We'll see you another time.